Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, I've been on eBay and I bought something. It's kind of relevant to a current or a future release from Airfix this year, and I thought I'd have a bit of nostalgia and have a look at some old toys from the 1970s, certainly from Airfix itself. At risk of stepping on Jerry's toes at Toy Soldier Nostalgia, I thought we'd have a quick look at this. We'll see what I've got inside. I don't think it's in the best of conditions, but I'm going to hopefully try and restore it into something a bit more presentable. And this is what we've ended up with. Now, Airfix did a load of 1/32 and 1/7 or HO scale sort of soft molded plastic military vehicles in the 1970s, and I had the Stalwart, and I used to put my paratrooper soldiers in there. Now, obviously, Airfix have got a 1/32 scale kit coming out with this year, which I've already got pre-ordered, so I can't wait for that to arrive. But I thought we might as well have a look at one of these. Now, it's actually in pretty good condition, apart from the god-awful paintwork that someone's painted all over it. The box is in pretty good condition as well. I'm really pleased with that. It looks like the tyres have been glued onto the wheels, but I'm sure I'll be able to get them off and clean them up. So what I'm wanting to do is try and restore it back to its original plastic colour, which is that. I don't know what type of paint that's been put on it. It does have all the stickers on, so I'm going to try and get them off to reuse them. That might be quite tricky. But as far as I can see, it's all complete. It's got the splash guard on. There was some on eBay which were absolute fortunes and weren't complete. This one looks complete. And it doesn't look like it's been badly bashed up at all. So I'm going to try and restore it back to its original condition in time for the new Airfix 32nd scale kit coming out, because I want to build that. Cannot wait. I love these vehicles. A little bit history with this. I'll be really brief. In about the mid-1970s, in a place called Seaton Delaval, which is not far from Whitley Bay, obviously in the northeast of England, I was about 7 or 8, and I won a competition at the local library. Geeky me. It was called Poetry Poster Competition. I can't remember exactly what I did to enter, but I won a Paddington Bear book, and I won a gift voucher as well for a company called, I think it was T.G. Allen's, that had shops in Whitley Bay. The shops were kind of like independent sort of W.H. Smith shops, like bookshops, magazine shops, arts and crafts, and obviously models as well, and toys. It was a real mecca. If you've been around in the 70s, you know the type of shop I mean. And I had a gift voucher, and I went and bought one of these. I think I was about 5 pence short. So I think my mother chipped in the extra 5 pence. But I had hours of fun with these. I had a couple of Hannah mags as well, which were all in grey. My German Airfix soldiers went in that. But this is the affection I've got for this model, for this toy in particular. And I haven't seen one since then, and I'm really pleased with this purchase. Like I say, it looks complete. We're going to try and clean it up, get it back to its original finish, and I'm going to try and peel the stickers off very carefully and preserve them and put them back on. But first thing, I think it's going to get a wash and a bath, but I'll try and get the stickers off first. So I'll keep you informed of how we're going. And like I say, the box is pretty good condition, a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, but I'm really pleased with that. And what a great looking truck that is, the Stalwart. Brilliant. Well, good news. I managed to get the stickers peeled off with no problem, so they'll clean up and stick back on. I've got some very thin double-sided sticky tape, and I'll put them back on, but that's going to be one of the last jobs to do. The Stalwart comes apart. It's just clipped on the front there, and it's got a clip on the back, so it came apart quite easily. Now I'm going to give it a wash, and we'll try and clean it up and see what sort of paint this is. I've tried some white spirit on it briefly, and it didn't take it off, but some AK thinners did take it off, but that's quite expensive to clean the whole machine down with. I do have some paint stripper, which I have used on models before, but I think it's in the shed, so it's going to stay there for tonight. I might try that tomorrow, but just on a small section of it, maybe underneath there, see if it strips it off, because I don't want to damage the plastic. But in the meantime, I'm pleased I got the stickers off. That's a bonus, because I can reuse them. And obviously, I've got the axles off. They just pop off, so I want to clean the axles up a bit. And I'm going to double check whether these should be stuck on or not, because they seem pretty solid. I remember mine being quite soft, obviously. That's probably 40 odd years ago. But otherwise, so far so good. I'll give it a wash and we'll see what we can do to get that paint off and get it back to its original state. Right, now I've been in the shed and I got my paint stripper. That's it there. I tried it on the bit of the model last night, just the under bit there, and it's taken the paint off lovely. It hasn't damaged the plastic. So it says it's to be left on for about an hour. So I think that's a little bit too long, so I'm going to put it on the bottom of this for about half an hour and just work it and see if it comes off. So that's basically what I'm using. I think I got this from B&Q ages ago. And basically paintbrush in and basically just slap it on. So that's what I'm going to do on the full underside of this the Stalwart. And we'll give it a little bit of time and then we'll wash it off and we'll see what it looks like. And if it comes off nice and easily and it's clean, there shouldn't be too much of a project, and it should be finished rather sharpish. So let's keep watching. Right, so I left it on for about 10 minutes, just worked it in with the paintbrush, and I think it's done pretty well. And I've just washed it off, so it's just water on there. So I'm going to give it another go, leave it on a little bit longer, because it's pretty effective at taking that paint off. And I think I'm quite pleased with the way that's gone, and I'm really looking forward to get it built up and getting the stickers back on. I've obviously got to work on the tyres, wheels, tyres and axles next, but I'm really pleased with how that's turned out, and a couple more coats should get rid of all that paint altogether. Right, well, paint, I got rid of most of the paint, which is pretty good, although now the plastic is, as I expected, has faded a bit. It's a bit discoloured, so it doesn't look really that good. So what I'm going to do, we're going to cheat, we're going to paint. I've got some Tamiya paint here. I'm going to probably get the right colour. I'm going to mix these two together and we're going to get a pretty similar colour. First of all, I'm going to give it a prime. So I'll nip outside and prime it with some of this grey primer. Get it from Amazon. It's absolutely bang on the banana. This is good stuff. So I'll prime it, then we'll mix some colours and we'll get some colour on it, and then we'll see what it looks like. So there we go. Now I have my desired green effect. It looks like it has been painted, so I need to get that plastic effect back to it again. So I'm basically just going to give it a coat of varnish. I'm just going to brush this on, a bit of that, just a couple of light coats just to seal it in, because I don't want to scratch or damage the paint, because I want to try and keep that flat nature. So I'm just going to grab my Citadel shade brush, I think it is. There's quite biggish bristles on there, and I'm just going to basically just brush it on there. It will dry without any brush strokes. It's excellent stuff, that. So I'm basically just want to get like a sheen on it, like it's polished plastic. So I'll do that and we'll see what it looks like. I don't really want it to pool or anything like that, so I'm going to be very light, and I'll get some covering on that and we'll see what it looks like. So after a couple of coats of that from AK, airbrushed on as well, just very light covering on the plastic, I think I've got quite a nice effect there. It looks a bit like a plasticky toy. Again, there's no damage on the model whatsoever, no scratches, no scrapes, no dents, no nothing. I think I'm missing a screw from there, so I'll have to find something. I've polished the axles as well, so we've got nice shiny silver axles there. The tyres are in good condition. I haven't done anything with them. That's the nice shiny colour that they are. Now I've got to move on to the markings. I'm going to have to try and work out how to do that, because like I say, the stickers have come off, but obviously they're not going to stick on very well, so I'm going to look into how to do that. I may, as you can see inside the vehicle, I might paint that black and just put some clear acetate for some windows, some clear plastic card. I know it's not going to be in keeping with the original model, but yeah, you always like to go that little extra mile. So I might do that. If I can find enough plastic card, clear plastic card, I'll put some windows in and I'll paint the interior black. And then obviously these the stickers to put on, the number plate, the reflectors, the tail lights, and the unit badges, and then we're done. But I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. Very good. Let's move on. Right, now I'll just move on to the stickers quickly. Now these have actually cleaned up very nicely. As you can see, there's no sticky bit on the back there. You can see, quite difficult to see. So I've cleaned all the sticky bit off with a solvent sticker remover, and I'm just on with this one at the minute. I just thought I'll show you, so you can see that bit's been cleaned off and that bit hasn't. So I'll just quickly try and show you. it's going to be quite difficult because I'm doing it on the fly, as it were. So I've got a little bit of solvent on that, and just sort of work it, and you see it takes the sticky off quite nicely. And so it's quite robust, the stickers, which is very, very good. So I'll finish cleaning that off, and then we'll work out a way of getting them stuck onto the vehicle. Right, okay, I did go ahead and put some glass in it. So it's just basically some clear plastic card, just stuck in with some white glue. As you can see, it's still busy drying there. I painted the interior black, so you know I've gone a bit above and beyond what the toy would actually look like, but it's mine, and I'm quite happy with that. So the stickers are all cleaned off, and they're going to get stuck on. So that's the next issue. And then basically we're there. So I'm going to have to work out where they go. I'm going to try and find some references on the internet. And then I've got some very, very thin double-sided sticky tape, which I think will do the trick. Right, so I'm going to zoom in as best I can for this, because it's quite fiddly. So I've got some very, very thin double-sided sticky tape. I have the sticker. So I'm going to put the sticker on the sticky tape, then cut the sticky tape out, and then stick the sticker with the sticky tape on onto the Stalwart. Right, let's see how this goes. So I've got to be careful. It's a kind of a one-shot deal, this. I don't know if we can see. There we go. Let's have a look. I have to pull a bit closer to my face, I'm afraid. Let's have another look. And this is very sticky, this sticky tape. Right, let's try it from the top. Go as quick as I can. So if we get it stuck on like so, then I'll cut that out. And then stick it on. Okay, let's see how that looks. Make sure it's nice and stuck down. I'll cut it out and stick it on the vehicle, and we'll see how it looks like. So there we can see I've almost made like a new sticker. So that's cut out nicely there. Nice and neat on the edges. I'm just going to try and stick it on the vehicle now and see how. Okay, looking at some online images, it seems to sit around there, this number plate. So let's carefully put it on. I think this is like a one-shot deal. This sticker is pretty. It's gonna, once it's on, it's on. So let's try and line it up a bit better there. And we'll go for the middle. And how's that looking? Flatten it down. There we go. That's a refurb sticker on the model, on the toy, and I think we'll live with that. That looks pretty good. So I'll do the rest, sticker the rest of the model up, and then we'll have our final thoughts on it. So here we are with the completed Stalwart, the little Avis Stalwart. The stickers on the front and the back. Obviously these ones never fit very well, but they're on. And I think I am missing something from here. I don't think it was a panhead screw, but I'm not quite sure what it is. If anybody knows of them, leave a comment so I know what I'm missing. Otherwise I'll just put a screw in that when I get in the shed tomorrow. It's a bit dark now, so I'm not going to go rummaging around the shed. So there we go, that's the axles all nice and shiny. 6-wheel drive amphibious vehicle, very futuristic looking. I mean, in the 70s it would fit right into a Blake 7 or a Doctor Who kind of adventure. But there we go, captures the shape of it very nicely. I quite like I've put some glazing on and painted the interior black. I know it's not standard, but what the hell, it's my kit, so I'm quite happy with it, or my toy. So there's the box. I've cleaned the box up a little bit, and it looks in pretty good condition. It states on the box it's from 1970, so it's exactly the same age as me, although it looks in better condition than me. But there we go. I'll put some comments, I'll put some pictures up at the end, but like I say, in anticipation of the new Airfix 1/32 scale Stalwart coming out, sorry, 1/35 scale Stalwart coming out, I thought we'd do this just to revisit them. I'm sure many of you had these toys as a child back in the 70s, and just to prove it, there's my paratrooper. I'm going to put my paratroopers in it like I used to in the olden days, and like I say, I'll put some pictures on up at the end. And just otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again, probably in the Airfix build of this particular kit in 35th scale. Thank you now, bye.